Now talk about an impossible task. I've been asked in 3 minutes or less to talk about the legacy and the influence of one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life, Zig Ziglar. I don't know that I can give Zig justice, or anybody can give Zig Ziglar justice in just 3 minutes. But let me just say this. The first time I met Zig was over 20 years ago. And for the first time I met him, like iron to a magnet, I was just drawn to this man. I don't think I've ever met a man in my life that has the ability to lift your spirits, to bring you closer to God, to make you feel better about yourself and about life in general, all in one fell swoop, like Zig Ziglar. My own personal reflection of Zig and our relationship are all the times that Zig has called me in the past, usually on a Saturday morning. You could almost set your clock by it. It would be about 10 o'clock in the morning, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock his time. And it was always a Bible question. James, what do you think about this? Or I interpret this way. Or what do you think God is saying here? It was always about the Word of God. My other personal reflection of Zig is to watch how he went through a great tragedy to lose one of his own children. I don't know of anything that's more personally devastating, or could be more personally devastating, than for a parent to go through the unnatural process of losing a child, because we know it's supposed to be just the opposite. But to watch him and that precious redhead handle an incredibly difficult situation with such grace and such faith and such unshakable confidence in God's sovereignty and in God's mercy is one of the greatest stories I've ever been a part of, and one of the greatest testimonies I've ever witnessed in my life. That's why I also want to take a moment and recommend to you his book. You may even call it his magnum opus. It's maybe his last work, called Born to Win. It is an unbelievable book, as all of his books are. It will make you laugh. It will make you cry. It will make you take a hard look at yourself. It will also make you thankful that you are who you are in Jesus Christ, and even more, empower you to become what you can be and all that you can be for the glory of God. So I just want to say to you, you better do what I do with all of Zig's books. Get them, read them, devour them, file away the great stories, anecdotes, quotes, and illustrations, and use them to become a better speaker, a better preacher, a better teacher, and a better communicator from one who has been the master of all of those. Zig Ziglar, James Merritt loves you in that red head, and your friendship is one of the greatest treasures of my life. God bless you.